football's premier team preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Buckeyes headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. On the return, it's Scott. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Gauze. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Off-play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking it back at the 10.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Searching for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Tavian St. Clair escapes the pressure going right. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and it's a big play for this offense as they're threatening to score.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Here comes the heat. Out wide left, it's Hawkins. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hawkins. All over him immediately. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Changing the routes with his receivers. Quarterback keeper. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Send the tight end in motion. Think clear to throw for it on 4th. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Makes the grab inbounds.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Comes down, it's gone.
A nice catch, way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Wilson to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Tosses it incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Wilson will throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's into the open down the middle. And he scores! Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a gap. It's Hawkins. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. St. Clair. Left side is Smith.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right side, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. Sends it back in motion. Throwing St. Clair. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Making the adjustment on the play. Again, it's St. Clair. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Pass to 6. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense and make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect. Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wilson to pass. Out wide right, it's Scott. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Quick give. It's Scott. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Finds his target. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got his man. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Right back to the well. Jukes his way for more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Gets the back moving. Finds a crease. It's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wilson will throw. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
He's heading up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Tavian St. Clair. Out wide left, it's Roberts. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Rashad Downs going up top. Look out! Upstairs to make the catch. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to pass, it's St. Clair. They're all over him. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Again, it's St. Clair. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown! Buckeye! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. Straight ahead, it's Scott. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Southern Mississippi taking on the Memphis Tigers. And it's the Golden Eagles coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. He's got the first down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. St. Clair. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's St. Clair. Left side is Smith. Oh, he got loose. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
2nd down to the air. Out wide left, it's Jackson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Took it all the way back to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Coming out with it, it's Scott. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Long way to go on 2nd down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. Crosses midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Short pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Needs it here on fourth down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the move. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing St. Clair. Turns up, it's Hawkins. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. Right side, it's Roberts. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Making the adjustment. Tavian St. Clair. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the outside. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Gauze. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. NC State going up tempo.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to...
He's sacked. Took him a while to get there, but you have got to get the ball out in that situation.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set.
Hey, move. Shift. Let's go.
They go play action with St. Clair. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what we've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings now. Turning on the Jets, the 50. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And how about the offense? Pitching it to the left, getting on the perimeter really, really quickly. Get this guy with speed, outside, in space. Good things happen. Breaks off the big run. Nice job. Get on the outside quickly.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fresh center downs going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Goss. Fights off a defender. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Running inside. It's Goss. Turning it on. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. He wants to throw it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
I'll tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. When you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Dozier. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wilson to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
You know, as a coach, you have to love the progression your quarterback has made. After that nightmare of a performance a week ago, throwing 3 picks, he was able to put it behind him. He looks like a totally different player this week.
Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it, he's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
St. Clair going downfield for the big play. Upstairs, he's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Quarterback changing the play. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Throwing St. Clair. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.